The night was thick with silence. The dim light of the hospital flickered against the walls like trembling memories. On the hospital bed lay Rayhan, pale, weak, yet still wrapped in the fragile beauty of her broken love. The monitors beside her beeped softly, as if counting the last breaths of a love that once promised eternity. She looked out of the small window, darkness everywhere. But within her heart, the storm still raged. And then, in a trembling whisper, she said, "He was just a shadow. And when do shadows ever stay in the dark?" Her tears slid down her cheeks, merging with the oxygen mask's fog. In her trembling hands was a photograph. Ahmed's smile. The same man for whom she had left her world, her family, her identity. There was a time when everything was bright, when she and Ahmed had stood before the world, hearts intertwined, eyes filled with dreams. She had defied everyone for him, her father, her mother, her brother, all said the same thing. "Love blinds you, Rohan, you'll regret this." But love is stubborn, isn't it? She left home that night, her heart full of courage and tears. Ahmed was waiting outside, with a smile that could melt the coldest soul. He said softly, "Love has finally won. Rehan, from now on, it's just you and me against the world." She believed him. That night, under 1,000 stars, she became his body, soul, and future. The next morning, he held her hands and said gently, "Before we begin our life together, there's something we must do. Everything that's yours must become ours. Your business, your bank account, your home. I just want us to be one in every way." She didn't hesitate. She signed every paper, transferred every asset. Love, after all, doesn't calculate. And he smiled, that same gentle, deceptive smile. For a few months, everything seemed perfect. He brought her flowers, took her to long drives, kissed her forehead before sleeping. But slowly, the warmth began to fade. His phone buzzed at midnight. He came home late. Once, she caught a glimpse of a message. "I miss you too, darling." Her hands trembled. Her breath froze. She wanted to ask, but her heart feared the truth. And when she finally found the courage, the truth shattered her. Ahmed had married another woman, secretly. While Rahan lived in the illusion of love, he had built another world with someone else. Rayhan didn't leave. She couldn't. Love doesn't vanish with betrayal. It decays slowly, painfully. But her body began to weaken. Her laughter disappeared. Her reflection in the mirror became a stranger. And one day, the doctor said it. "It's cancer." She smiled. A hollow, tired smile. Perhaps this was God's mercy. An end that didn't require her to beg for love anymore. In the hospital, she often stared at the door, hoping he would come. Sometimes she imagined his footsteps, his voice saying, "Rayhan, I'm sorry." But he never came. He was too busy with his new life, his new love. And yet, every night, she whispered his name in her prayers. Love is strange. It forgives even when it dies. One evening, as rain tapped the window and the machines hummed like distant thunder, she spoke her last words to the nurse beside her. "Tell him, I kept my promise. I never let tears reach his eyes, even when mine never stopped." And then, with a faint smile, she closed her eyes and whispered, "He was just a shadow. And when do shadows ever stay in the dark?" The monitor flattened into silence. Weeks later, Ahmed came. The house was empty, too quiet. The smell of her perfume still lingered, haunting him like a ghost. He opened her drawers and found her diary. Every page was filled with love for him. Not a single word of hate, not one curse, not one complaint. Only memories and prayers for his happiness. He sank to his knees, his tears hitting the floor like shattered glass. The other woman, the one he left everything for, had already gone. She had taken his money, his house, and left him with the same emptiness he had once gifted Rohan. Amit sat in that emptiness, clutching her photograph, whispering her name again and again. The same words echoed in his head, the ones she had spoken on her deathbed. He was just a shadow. And when do shadows ever stay in the dark? And this time, he understood. But it was too late.